Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now today, your boy Mr. O, I'm going to sit down with you guys and we're going to be talking about this brand new up and coming Battle Royale which is set to release this year. It is called Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt. Now, those of you guys and girls that may not know, Vampire the Masquerade is actually an existing, series. I myself, unfortunately, I haven't actually played any of the other games before, but they were RPG-like games. They weren't obviously battle royales. And I believe that Sharkmob, who is the developers for this up-and-coming game here that you're watching in the background, they obviously delve in and use a lot of the lore from the existing series. So I'm actually going to be, going back and looking at some of the lore because there is so much lore. So for you ladies and gentlemen out there that are really into your lore, if you haven't jumped into this series, I highly suggest that you, like myself, take a look because there's so much. Now what it is, you might be thinking, this game. So basically what you're seeing here is I'm just deciding to suck the blood off a innocent bystander, but as you notice there, they were glowing pink. Now excuse me, when there's certain NPCs that are just normal people, or there's ones that glow pink, purple, orange. Now if you look underneath my health bar, you can see the corresponding colors. There's also green as well, I forgot to mention that one. But by sucking the blood of each representative color, you get a different skill. So you can either have a cooldown of one of your abilities, or you can have like extra melee damage, things like that. Now, to touch upon this, think of, say, Apex Legends, where you have different legends which have different abilities. This is the same in that merit, where you have different vampire clans. There are 3 different clans in the game at the moment. Apparently there's a lot more, but currently in the game there is 3 clans. And the names of those clans, guys, forgive me if I'm butchering these names, but one of them is called the Toreador, there's a Nosferatu, or there's the Bruja. What I'll do is I'll put up an image of the short description of these 3 clans up on the screen for you guys to read yourself. Hit me up in the comments if I'm butchering the names. I apologize if I am. But this is an interesting clip here for you guys to see. Basically, you hide away from the NPCs as much as possible on the rooftops. Now, obviously it's a third-person game, so unlike Apex Legends and unlike... You might be getting sort of Hyperscape vibes from this due to the verticality and the very fast-paced battles that ensue, as you can see here. There you go. Killed that guy, but immediately somebody shooting me in the back, of course. There's always a third party. But as I was saying, there's 3 clans, and each clan has their own special ability, if you like, which is unique just to that clan. So there's currently 2 classes in each of the clans. I'm playing the Prowler, which is part of the Nosferatu clan, and one of the clan's abilities is the... See on my cooldowns here, it's basically like if you played Apex Legends, it's like a Wraith phase where you go invisible, you get a speed boost, and you're invulnerable for a few seconds. That's part of that clan. There's another clan where they have a jump, like a high jump, and then the 3rd clan has like a, how do I describe it? Like a dash, so like a blink. So from Royale, the assassin, or if you think of a game called Paladins, the character Evie, she can blink and dash. So that's really cool. There you go, another person trying to gun me down here. I nearly died here, chat, because I didn't reload in time, but it's okay, I survived that one. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention, when you suck the blood from NPCs, or when you do a finisher on an enemy player, you get all of your health back. You don't get shields back, but you get all of your HP back. And also, when you get downed, this is obviously solos at the moment that you're watching. There's currently solos and a trio mode. And whether you're in solos or trios, if you get downed by an enemy player, there's a timer. You don't actually die immediately, which is fantastic. Which something that a lot of solo games do lack in battle royales is normally you die, that's it, you're dead. Obviously, Warzone has a gulag, so you can get another chance to live. Hyperscape introduced a second chance feature into solos, and obviously Apex Legends doesn't have a solo playlist, but this is very, very good. I enjoy this because, you know, it's a battle royale, fights get intense, there's a lot of players in the lobby, there's third parties, fourth parties, you name it, and it can be disheartening to a new player, you know, to die, that you can see here. So I downed him, and if I didn't finish him, which I'm doing now, this is to get my health back. There you go. So fully HP. I'm ready to fight, get some armor. But if I left him, there's a timer that will tick, and I think you'll see it in a moment because I get down by somebody, and they don't get a chance to kill me, and I actually come back to life and continue on in the match, which is really cool. But yeah, as I was saying, it's a third-person third-person battle royale. Sorry, not FPS. There's abilities, different characters, different clans. It's literally that's the passive I was talking about. Not the passive, sorry, the ability where you can sort of phase in and out. The passive of this character Prowler is you'll see like a red blood trail. So if I injure somebody enough, okay, well I downed him, so you can't really tell, but there you go. You see that little red glow? That basically will follow the player until they heal up. There's a red trail that will just continuously, basically shows you where they're running off to. And my other ability of the Prowler is when I throw out those bats, it will basically, in that certain area, it's not like a complete wall hack, it's only if the player walks past those, that's like that, there you go. See the surrounding circle? If a player walks anywhere near that, it will highlight them for me for a certain time period until they get away for a little while, and then they will no longer glow red. But bear in mind, by the way, this is an alpha. You're watching closed alpha gameplay footage. Now, I wanted to go over my opinions of this game so far. I only got 2 days to play it because unfortunately, very, very sad, it was only a weekend alpha, which is now ended, so I'm actually quite upset about it because I was having so much fun. But the aim of this game is stay on the rooftops, guys. Don't try to stay on the street level too much because there is also enemy NPCs that do shoot. They're called entities. They're basically like a big, massive army force. And when I say they shoot you, they don't miss. They don't miss. They're seriously overpowered. They have a high health pool, and yeah, you're just going to die to them basically. But yeah, so avoid the lower levels as much as possible. Oh, this was really risky here. I went for the punch, just got the finish. But yeah, stay as high as possible. High ground is key. I can't stress that enough. I know everybody says it in most battle royales, but believe me, in this battle royale, more than most, stay on the rooftops because you avoid the, like I said, you avoid the entities down below that will just destroy you. Also, if you get caught having a fight on the street below, there's a thing that happens called Bloodhunt, which is obviously what the game is called. If you are blood hunted, you will glow red for everybody on the map. So think of it as a most wanted from Warzone or a advanced UAV. You cannot escape, and it's a 60-second timer where you're blood hunted for. Now, the only way to be blood hunted is if you kill a civilian and somebody sees, or if you are having a big battle with an enemy player in the middle of the street like we are down here, and a civilian sees that as well, or if you also suck the blood of a civilian NPC and a bystander catches you, you immediately become blood hunted. Now, there's a few little things I wanted to mention that I think would be like this. The thing I'm doing right now to get a buff, I get a 20% cooldown of my, sorry, a 10% cooldown of my vanish skill. But if another NPC was to stroll past me and sees that, then I would immediately become blood hunted. Now, the only things I dislike about being blood hunted is I think it's a really great mechanic because obviously it's part of the masquerade. The whole point is you're trying to blend in. You don't want to break that masquerade. But I think one of the cons for me on this game is the blood hunt lasting 60 seconds. I think that's a little bit too long. Maybe cut it in half and should only last, for 30 seconds. I think that's good enough. Also, one of the other cons that I wanted to point out is the fact of you can't actually shoulder swap. Now, some people might feel like that's not that important, but shoulder swapping is pretty useful in a third-person shooter. Now, of course, in Fortnite, can't shoulder swap, but in Rogue Company you can, and I think in PUBG, when you're playing in third person, you can shoulder swap. Because for those of you that don't know, you may not be used to third-person shooters. You always get a right-hand side peeker's advantage, regardless, because obviously the crosshair is more towards the right-hand side. So if me and you were in a one-on-one engagement, and I'm peeking at you from the right-hand side, but you're peeking at you from the left, 80% I would say of the time, you're going to lose that engagement from the left-hand side, because you have to move around a little bit more, whereas the person on the right-hand side definitely has the advantage. So I don't know whether there's something that the devs can actually implement. I'm not sure how tricky it is, because obviously I don't make games, so I'm not sure. It could be a simple fix, or it could be a big task. And obviously it's not a deal breaker for me. If it doesn't make its way into the game, it's not going to stop me playing it, because the gameplay is amazing. As you can see, it's very smooth. This reminds me of more of a game that's in beta, not alpha, guys. So obviously, yes, some of the mechanics, the movement is a little bit janky from time to time, but I basically ignored that. I took that out of my mind, because I don't think it's fair when the movement is so polished. The gunfights are very polished. It's just like I said, that maybe the shoulder peeking. Other than that, anything else I would say that I would like to possibly see changed is if you down a player, but you don't manage to get the finish. So say I down somebody right now, but then somebody comes to third party me and I have to leave. If they go ahead and finish the kill, I don't get that kill. The person that shoots me, like completely finishes me, gains that kill. Which it's a little bit frustrating, because obviously, oh look, here we go. See, I got downed, and this enemy tries to finish me, but somebody else comes in. So we can just watch this through here. Yeah, here you go. He comes back. He tries to finish me. So he gets shot. So he leaves. And if you look at my health, look at my countdown, guys. I've got 3 more seconds whilst I regenerate, and I actually come back to life, and I managed to escape. Just the skin of my teeth. Look. So that's really cool. I love that feature. But basically, if the third party player came and finished me while I was downed, that person would have got the kill, which to you might think that doesn't really bother me. But put it this way, if you've just pumped 200 plus damage into me, and then somebody just comes and does a few little bullets and finishes me off, you don't even get any recognition for that. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the devs, and also hopefully there's enough players that share the same thoughts as me. Hopefully the devs do change that, and obviously if the player regenerates and comes back to life in time, then that's just tough. You're not going to get the kill, of course, but I do also think it would stop people third partying as much, possibly for the fact that I myself, as soon as I know people are fighting, I immediately want to third party that, because there's a chance I can get 2 kills and I only have to down one of the players. You see what I'm saying? So that idea would hopefully negate some of the third party, and of course it won't get rid of it, because it is a battle royale, and the goal of a battle royale is to be the last one standing, and sometimes you have to third or fourth party. But apart from those few cons there, I don't really think anything else I can really complain about. All of the guns are pretty balanced in my opinion. I don't really think any guns are rubbish. The melee weapons are pretty OP if you can get close enough. Like for example here, I just downed that player and I'm not going to get the kill because obviously the third partier is going to kill that guy and then take the kill off me. But it is what it is. I got to survive. But yeah, I don't really know what else I can say, guys. If you have made it this far, I really do appreciate you for hanging out with me just whilst I'm, you know, I just wanted to sit down here and just chat to you guys about the game and just, you know, give my thoughts. Again, it's only been 2 days of gameplay, so I haven't managed to get as much hours in to give it, you know, a complete breakdown, but overall first impressions is the game is very, very good for this alpha stage. The combat is very fluid, it's very fast paced. Graphically, if you're wondering, I'm playing this on medium settings at a locked 144 FPS. Didn't have any sort of issues really whilst I was recording, whilst I was streaming it, no problems. I think I only had 2 crashes, which is great. There's loads of, you know, AAA titles that have crashed recently, a lot more than that. So overall, guys, I would give this currently, I would say a solid 8 out of 10. Just a few little changes I'd like to see implemented. Also, I forgot to mention, this is going to be free to play, so there will be a battle pass. There'll also be loads of cosmetics. And yeah, I'm extremely hyped for this. Sadly, there's no release date thus yet, apart from 2021. Oh, I made a big mistake here. I messed up here. And he got the kill. But yeah, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this one. Sadly, I came 6th place, but it is what it is. You can't always win. Yeah, I'm hyped for the game. Free to play. Currently only on PC. That's one other con. Hopefully the devs will put it on console, but we'll have to stay tuned for that. Leave a like, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, guys. Peace.